With the re-releases of Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Nintendo Switch, I wanted to create a living dex of the original 150. And I thought it'd be fun to challenge myself. So I made it a speedrun. Did some research and basic routing, scheduled stream, and had the goal of completing the dex in under 24 hours. That can't be right. This is my attempt at speedrunning a living dex. I started my journey off like any other. I chose a starter. The better one. Blastoise is considered the best starter choice when it comes to getting through this game fast. And he's also better than Charizard. After getting the Pokedex, it's time to start catching some Pokemon. All right, we're just gonna throw a Pokeball. Cause I mean, it's Route 1. Are you kidding me? We're so screwed. I spent the last of our allowance money and got flamed by the literal catching tutorial, but I made a little bit of progress. I caught the generic Pokemon like Rattata, Mankey, Weedle, and Weedle again. For those who don't know, a living dex means that I need to have each Pokemon in the evolution line. So if I get a Beedrill, then I still need to get Kakuna and Weedle. Brock was no match for Squirtle, so we secured our first badge, and shortly after, evolved him into Wartortle. Kanto has a lot of hidden and not so hidden rare candies lying about, so picking them up is crucial for taking off tons of time in the final grind. This was in Mount Moon, which also had a Moonstone, the fossils, and this Pokemon. What? I wasn't even paying attention. Clefairy's a 1% chance. I got what? More treats wait for us in Cerulean. Not only do we get a rare candy, but also a nugget, and another, and wait, what? I don't really know what to call this. It's not really a glitch, not really an exploit, kind of just something the devs didn't really think about. If you lose to this Rocket Grunt at Nugget Bridge, he'll continue to give you nuggets each time you take him on. So I did a little bit of money grinding since we know my track record. Hey, check out the team. I might look like the biggest Meowth fan, but these guys have a purpose. Meowth has the ability Pickup, and in Generation 3, there's a 5% chance for that item to be a rare candy. So while I'm currently running through the whole region with just a single Pokemon, might as well have the rest of the team do some work. Oh, we got a rare candy! Misty was a breeze, but Lieutenant Surge could pose a problem to this whole, speedrunning thing. That's what Diglett's Cave is for, but I'm not looking for Diglett. Dugtrio can be found here too, at a crazy high level. The only problem? It's a 5% encounter. But there is a way around it. This is where we can use a repel trick. By having a Pokemon over level 22, but under 31, the only possible Pokemon that we can encounter will be Dugtrio. This is how I'll find some of the rarer Pokemon a bit easier. Pokemon I had on the team. Wait. This girl, wait a minute. This girl gives you the Versus Seeker. I remember now. Okay, there's a switch under it. Let's turn it on. Okay, good. Now we're going to save, and then this is going to be a reset heavy. With Dugtrio fulfilling his duty, this means that there's a lot that we can do now. For starters, let's head through Rock Tunnel. Champy, I will let you out once I get this Onix. All right, so you got to send me some luck, buddy. Because if I don't get this Onix, then you don't get to go outside. Champ, you're a legend! You're the best, buddy! Yes, bro, I love you! Let's not kill it. Bite, this isn't gonna kill. Okay. Try number two, we're good. I'm gonna use another bite. Oh, dude, you cannot be doing this shit. Shit! Guys! We have one final Pokeball. Dude, if we did all this to waste our time, so help me God. Spam B? Okay. To avoid another Onix incident, I needed some better balls, which could be found right outside of Rock Tunnel in Lavender Town. With a Pokemon at half HP, Great Balls usually get the job done. While in Celadon, we snagged the gift Eevee, both a Moonstone and rare candy from the Rocket Hideout, plus got the Silph Scope from Giovanni. You know, let's see when the any % record got to Giovanni. You know, let's not look at that. Oh wait, a piece of candy. Me and Blastoise ripped through the Pokemon Tower. And with the Poke Flute, the whole region basically opens up. So, what now? I think the first order of business is catching some Pokemon. For a Living Dex speedrun? Yeah, I'm not doing too hot. After adding Snorlax to the collection, let's make our way to Fuchsia City. This is, there we go. You guys got anything? Oh, another rare candy! Let's go! Dude, Meowth the goat. In Fuchsia City, there is a very important area. The Safari Zone. We're gonna head here for a few reasons. I needed both Surf and Strength, but more importantly, we've got a lot of Pokemon to catch. We need to increase the total Dex completion to at least 50 Pokemon by this point for 2 incredibly useful items. The Amulet Coin and the Experience Share. Both of these items help tremendously with cutting down the grind, and they're both held by Oak's lab assistants. 40 Pokemon for the Amulet Coin and 50 for the Experience Share. After finishing up a few Stone evolutions, I was just barely able to claim the Amulet Coin, which means that there's only one thing left to do. Start Leaf Green! Okay, I know this kind of sounds out of left field, but I had a plan. You see, Staryu is a Leaf Green exclusive, and the only Pokemon to have the ability Illuminate in these games. Illuminate is one of the few abilities that have an outside of battle effect in Gen 3. It boosts your encounter rate by 100%. So my thought was, if we used a repel trick on top of Illuminate, the Safari Zone would be lickety-split. I'm just gonna gloss over Leaf Green real quick since nothing really crazy happened. I can white, oh my god. I backed. Well, here I did catch a few useful encounters, like the 10% Jigglypuff, ugh, the worst fossil, and version exclusives like Sandshrew, Bellsprout, Vulpix, Staryu, and finally, a hung Meowth. That was a penis and we all saw it. That's a penis! I traded some little guys over, yet the Staryu weren't exactly the level we needed, so I spent the next hour or so just training them up. Yeah, technically it is time loss, but it was gonna save so much time in the Safari Zone. I don't know how this kind of stuff always happens. Scyther and Kangaskhan, they were caught fairly quickly, but Tauros and Chansey, yeah, they're a lot of that time. And I was using the bait strat too. A really quick explanation of this bait strat is that these charts lay out the best way to play an encounter to have the highest probability of catching Pokemon in the Safari Zone. I can't explain to you the ins and outs, but following these specific steps, statistically speaking, it shouldn't take too long. During this torture, I passed over 50 Pokemon collected, so I took a short break to get the experience share and take on Koga. See, this is why I needed the XP share. After finishing the gym, Doduo already evolved into Dodrio without doing anything. Gotta hold B. Oh my god, I thought it was gonna work. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I wasn't just holding it hard enough then. You just gotta hold beat, baby! You just gotta hold beat, baby! Woo! 20 minutes with nothing. Okay. Okay, you're just giving me a big old middle finger. Oh, you really are! This continued for another hour. Please, Chansey, please, release me. Yeah! With 3 more Dratini taking another half an hour, we're finally free. From this point on, I just want to beat the game. And the best way for us to do that is to take a visit to the power plant. Wonder why? I did my research, and the best way to catch Zapdos at this point is to have a team full of Magneton. Both flying and electric aren't very effective, so after a bit of trial and error, Zappy makes his debut. He's not only an absolute menace to the gym leaders, but also has Thunder Wave, making encounters so much easier. During my tirade of the story, a few important things happened. I revived both Kabuto and Aerodactyl, which was from Pewter City. Ooh, piece of candy. Chose Hitmonlee from the Fighting Dojo. Ooh, piece of candy. Took a quick detour to the Sevi Isles to fight off that, which got us a Moonstone in return. And most importantly, stomped on everyone. All that was left was Victory Road. However, first we need to go get the final rare candy. Oh, hello. Oh, don't think I forgot about you. I remember very well. I remember this too, god damn it! Okay, we can totally fight him. Okay. We go again. Please, just catch. Yes! Oh my god, finally. Okay, dude. I was cutting it a bit too close with the Pokemon League, but when it was all said and done, we beat the game. Thanks to our catching endeavors, we have 76 Pokemon, and by having at least 60 in the Dex, we can now unlock both the National Pokedex and the post-game. The only reason I actually needed to do any of the Sevi Island stuff is because you can't access Mewtwo without doing it. So after 2 hours of mostly getting lost and fighting some grunts, post-game was done. All that's left is finishing up the Dex. So, let's get started. We've already got some Leaf Green exclusives, so might as well finish the rest up. I started off with choosing Hitmonchan, then grabbed a Weeping Bell and Victory Bell. Take a guess at what I was in Celadon for. Slowpoke. Revived Ammonite, then waltzed my way over to the Pokemon Mansion to catch Grimer and Muck so I wouldn't have to grind for them in Fire Red. I also caught a Ditto here so that breeding would just go faster. After selling as many items from my bag as I could, I was able to scrounge up just enough money to be able to purchase Pinsir, cause I'm not going back. And on my way to get Magmar, we passed 24 hours. I need strength to get one unexpected Erica and Repel Trick later. The final Leaf Green exclusive is now... Hey! Oh my god. Get the Pokemon I need. Thank you. I need money. Porygon is a bit pricey. Thankfully, Resort Gorgeous has got us covered. Lady Jackie and Jillian both give 20,000 1,000 Pokecoin per win. How much do we have already? Wait, we have 154,000. I don't even think I need to grind money. Wait, I think I'm already rich. With the budget of 250,000, I'm pretty much set for the rest of the game. I purchased most of the coins I needed, but I still wanted to show my skills.
Let's go.
With my winnings, I bought Porygon as well as 3 Abra. And I used this opportunity to take some time away from the slots to unwind with a little bit of fishing. That's a weird fish. With 2 questionable fish caught, all that was really left was trading and grinding. So I did exactly that. Got all the version exclusives, the 4 trade evolutions, and the 4 trade exclusive Pokemon. Now that I have one of each Pokemon, I'm gonna need to breed some. I need 2 of each starter, 2 Eevee, and 1 of each fossil. I have a serious question for you guys. How long do you think this took? And this is genuine. From the start of me depositing Pokemon, collecting eggs, and hatching. How long did it take? Go on, guess. I'll give you a second. 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 50 seconds. For 8 eggs! The eggs broke me. I wanted out. And thankfully, all that's left to do is evolving the stragglers. I started off by wrapping up the stone evolutions, like the EVs, Growlithe, and Slowpoke. Wait, is Slowpoke not a water stone evolution? Slowpoke just normally evolves at 37. Time to level grind. And to do that, we make our way to the Savalt Canyon. Here, there's 2 cool trainers who have a ton of XP for the taking. And in the house right next to them, we can heal our Pokemon. With this legendary combo, I was able to get Venusaur, Omastar, Wartortle, Charmeleon, Ivysaur, Kingler, and Slowbro. But when I was grinding for Charizard, I noticed something. I knew Ranger Caitlyn had a single Chansey, and I tried to see if Charmander could somehow take it out. It could not. But then this happened. I just hit my controller and accidentally reset it. Which I'm actually kind of grateful for, since having Charmander in the front of the party helped me to discover some of the most important grinding information ever. We need to test something, and if this is true, we've made it so much easier, but it was so much more annoying now that we didn't know that. Oh my god, it gets the because of the XP share, for some reason, it like boosts the experience by like exponentially. That's right, but I kind of said it wrong. Normally, the EXP share gives half of the EXP to whoever holds it. But if they participate in battle, instead of getting just 50%, they get 75%. And of course, I learned this when I only have 2 Pokemon left. So using the new and improved method, I finished up Charizard and Dragonair, leaving only 2 Pokemon left, both being some of the hardest to level up. Rhydon and Dragonite. Usually these 2 take hours to complete. Oh, piece of candy. That's right. I wasn't just collecting rare candies for nothing. Combining all the candies from Fire Red, Leaf Green, and the Meowth Squad, we now have a total of 30. I even planned ahead. During the Elite Four, Rhyhorn was holding the experience share the whole time, meaning that by leveling up Dragonair just once, it allowed me to use every candy I had to get both Rhydon and Dragonite. Meaning, there's only one Pokemon standing in the way of this run's completion. We're almost done. We're almost done. We are so close. We are so close. Oh my god. Wait, what? missing? Dude, I swear, dude, I could have missed, dude. It's probably Beedrill. No, it's probably Beedrill. I'm such a idiot that it's Beedrill. Dude, it's yellow. No, because it's yellow, and I was sorting everything, and I was like, yes, Beedrill wheel, yes, yellow. And I was like, I'll get to it later. Okay, come on, buddy. Let's go. I'm done. I'm done. You're gonna help me. Go. Go. With the help of the so-called strongest Pokemon, we got our 150th entry in the Dex. And the true strongest Pokemon. 3505. And if I stop it, the green screen shuts it off. Wait, where do I get my diploma? Wow, excellent. You completed your Pokedex. Congratulations. Wait, I've never seen this. It's so cute. Oh, it's an Oddish and a Diglett. Oh, that was so worth 35 hours. Now do it shiny. Shut the fuck